So if you ever wondered which blade on a 3-blade mower does the most work, this one was at the discharge chute. This was in the center, and this was all the way to the left, or the farthest away from the discharge chute. But that's where most of the cutting is done, right there. In today's video, we're going to find out exactly how long does it take to mow 1 acre of grass. And we're going to do that with this 781i Kubota gas mower. But to make it a fair fight, we're going to sharpen the blades first. Now, if you're looking for a solution to lift your mower, we've got a Mojack 550 that we bought from Tractor Supply, and it's been a good mower lift for us. Now, one thing about this lift is that this front part may hit your anti-scalping wheels, and if it does, you'll have to turn your casters around. I've never lifted this mower, so I don't know what it's going to do. All right, it fits on there without the anti-scalping wheels hitting the jack itself. That makes it real easy. Now you just jack it up, and it has safety stops built into it, so it'll scoot itself up under the mower. And then right here is your safety stop, and you'll hear it click into that. I don't know if you saw it, but this little piece right here just slipped right into the notch, and I just back it off a little so I know that it's in the notch. Now I know that it's safely being held up. And then I just re-pump the jack just a hair. That way there's hydraulic pressure as well as a manual catch there that's keeping me safe. It seems all manufacturers have a different way of attaching their blades. Kubota uses a 2-washer system. It's kind of complicated and cumbersome, but what it does is the washers have a little bit of concaveness to them, and they put pressure against the blade. And that keeps it in place when you're cutting, but then when you hit something, the blade will move and not break the shaft. And also they use a 30mm socket, so I had to buy the socket just for doing blades on a Kubota. This one has the bolt, then some sort of keeper that keeps the washer. Maybe that's an update. And then the 2 crush washers. And then you got to hold all that up, as well as this little dust cover. This mower doesn't have many hours on it at all. We got it through a partnership with Parish Tractor.
More than a tractor store.
They provide us great quality Kubota equipment to do these tests and do these videos for you guys. They have 8 locations in the Southeast. They are great guys. I'm not just saying that because they loaned me this mower to make a video. I'm saying that because they're genuinely good people. They want to sell you equipment at a good price, and their service department is the best that I've ever dealt with. But they sent it out here, I think, with 8 hours, and we've mowed 6 acres or so with it, to include some rough stuff, and these blades are very well rounded. By well rounded, I mean they got a round edge on them, so they definitely need a sharpening. And they look like they are, I would say, a medium lift blade, and it's an OEM Kubota blade. So if you ever wondered which blade on a 3-blade mower does the most work, this one was at the discharge chute. This was in the center, and this was all the way to the left, or the farthest away from the discharge chute. You would think this one would, because it gets, you know, the grass from this one, plus the grass from this one, plus the grass that's cutting itself, and then out the chute. It looks like the middle one is worn the most. To sharpen these blades, we're going to be using a very simple but very effective sharpener. This will hold our blade at the right angle, and this attaches to our grinder. And then we're going to be using flap disc 60 grit grinding wheels. And if you're interested in any of these products, I'll put them down below. I bought all this stuff from Amazon. We also have a blade balancer, so we might balance a blade just to check it. Oh, another thing I have is I have a bucket of water over here. So if the blade gets really hot, then I'll dip it in that bucket of water and then sharpen the other side, and then come back and finish sharpening that side. And also, this is what it does to your shirt. I've been using this thing for several years. Always have sharp blades out here at Piney Grove, and I have 3 shirts that have holes in them from the grinding. I'm going to mark my blades so that I know where they came from. And I'm going to do like 1, 2, 3, and definitely put M for middle on the one that's worn. Then when I put them back on, I'm definitely going to put the middle one in a different place than it was before, because it has the most wear. Now this is adjustable. You can adjust the angle under here, but I just grind at one angle, and the angle I grind at is looks like 35 degrees. I don't try to get too fancy with it. You put it in there where that's about centered, and if this won't close up enough, you can always stick a piece of wood in there. I have to do it with my finish mower blades on my John Deere finish mower because they're not real wide. And this is so simple. You want to make sure this arm isn't there. Well, it can be there. It doesn't matter. It can be either way. But I guess that's the way I run it most of the time. But you can also flip it the other way. But all you do is keep your grinder like this. And sometimes I hit these screws here when I'm grinding. But otherwise, just back and forth, back and forth. If I see some discoloration on the blade, then I'll stop grinding on it and cool it down. Now I wear hearing protection, gloves, and definitely eye protection. The last thing you want is to get any kind of metal in your eye. I've been there, done that, and I think it's mandatory you have your hat to the back whenever you're grinding lawnmower blades. Actually, whenever you're doing any kind of mechanical work, I think that hat needs to be to the back. Still pretty rounded there. Starting to get a little sharp here and getting a little bit sharper on the end, but that's where most of the cutting is done, right there. It didn't get that hot, but all that does is that cools the blade, changes the way that the metal contracts from being heated, and it will lock in a sharper edge if you cool it like that. A lot of times it'll sizzle. We got sharp mower blades. We got 1 acre out here that's measured, but what I don't have is a lot of time, and the reason for this video is to see how much time does it take to mow 1 acre, just so people out there that have big properties and they're looking at the chore of mowing, you know, how much will it take to mow 5 acres? Well, whatever I can get this done times 5, I think would be fairly accurate. Now, I'm not trying to go for a perfect low mow on this, so I'm not going to be worried about straggler grass or anything like that. What I want to do is go across it as fast as reasonably possible. The mower can go a lot faster than I want to mow. I just think if you're trying to mow fast, and you're going to end up missing something, even if you have sharp blades and a really, really good lawn. So I'm not trying to see how fast I can do it, but I'm trying to put forth on the video what a reasonable person can expect when mowing an acre. But I got to get on the mower and mow because the rain is coming. So we're going to set the mower deck. I'm going to set it at 3 inches, and I hope that gives me enough suction to not miss too much. And the camera will give me a time hack, so I'll be able to know exactly how long it is, and I'll flash it up here on the screen. I've cut all the way around the edges, and I'll be sure to take off a few minutes for the camera movement and stuff. But I'm already getting a few raindrops. I may have to quit, but we'll get a total time here. I'll wait for, if I get rained out, I'll wait for another dry day and keep it all in one video. But Deb has jumped on the mower as well because we just haven't had a chance to get any mowing done. And she's trying to knock it out, and look at the rain. Oh well, to be continued. Okay, back at it. I think I got just enough time to get this 1 acre done. I put the mower deck at 4 inches. It was at 3. I think that's a little too low for the pasture. I won't get great suction, but again, this is about time to go over the land, not so much getting a perfect cut. So I don't know how much of the acre that is. I would say maybe a quarter of the acre. 5 minutes to do that. I'm at 4 inches high. I've got the Kubota Z781i. You watch me sharpen the blades on it. And that grass is pretty tall. And I'm going as fast as I can without the motor bogging down. Because in some places it was pretty thick, but at 4 inches it gave a nice cut because the grass is thick enough. It's got good suction. So 5 minutes for that. We'll do the rest of the field and keep you updated. So what I try to do, whether I'm using a tractor or I'm using a zero turn, I always try to like find the center of the piece that I'm cutting and then make a pass down it, and then always go inside of that to throw the grass towards the center. Can't always do that, but that's what I try to do. This is going really fast. Like in the thick stuff I have to slow down a little, but otherwise I'm going pretty fast with this mower. Plenty of power, cutting real good with those sharp blades. Real excited to give you guys the final time to mow 1 acre, because I've never timed it before. So we'll check the clock and get you a good number. I'll tell you, I went as fast as a reasonable mower would do. On one pass, I went as fast. This is a very fast mower. I think it's like 22 miles an hour or something. It's really fast, but it was unpleasant for me. I did one pass where the grass was low, and it just wasn't fun. And I probably, if I did a lot more like that, it would really do a bad job. So this isn't a speed racer type of event. This was go as fast as reasonably possible, get a good cut, and you know, not beat yourself up or beat the machine up. But what's the number? The number is 30 minutes. If I subtract a little bit of time for moving the camera around and a little bit of waste on the end because I didn't get my pattern exactly perfect, very interested to see if you think that's slow. If you think that's fast, the mower can do it a lot faster. It's just that I wasn't comfortable going faster. So why beat yourself up just to improve the number by 30 seconds or something? But there you have it, guys. 1 acre, 30 minutes. We appreciate you guys watching. Remember, life's short, tractor hard. Check out these 2 videos right here. They're pretty cool too. Take care.